Mm. So people later will have the opportunity to follow us. So let's start our practice today. I would like to guide you through a beautiful meditation on the preciousness of our human life, of the preciousness on this life too. As His Holiness always quotes that happiness, contentment is not coming from getting what we want. It comes from appreciating what we already have. And in that way, I invite you to appreciate the perfect, the present, not the perfect, the present moment. So for that, now I invite you to come in a comfortable seated position, elongate the spine, roll the shoulders up and back so your chest is open. And then invite a gentle smile in your lips so the muscles in the face become soft. And if you want, you can take with me 2-3 inhalations through the nostrils. And with your exhalation, you let go of disturbances physically, mentally. 2 more like this. Breathe in through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. Let go. Last time. Breathe in. With your exhalation, let go. Make space. And then we will also allow the mind to fully arrive. Physical body is here, the mind can easily follow. And give yourself the permission for this next 20 minutes, 25 minutes or so to be fully present, to be fully here. Best thing you can do right now is to simply sit down and start meditating. And we are opening our heart for ourselves to the world. So let us add our motivation or inspiration for today by including from the beginning each and every sentient being in our practice. Engaging in this practice to develop our inner peace, to then bring it further and further to the world around. Just having this in mind for a few more moments. And now, with that inspiration, we are inspired now. For the first moments here, we will continuously observe the breath. And I invite you today to start observing the breath in the area of your belly. No need to change it. Just become aware of the natural sensation which occurs in the breath. Noticing how your belly is moving in your rhythm with your inhalations and exhalations. The exhalation, let go what does not serve you. Heavy inhalation, become present, arrive home. 2 more minutes in silence here. And now we will gently start with our analytical meditation of the preciousness. Voila. So here now, I really invite you to just for a moment practice gratitude. For gratitude for what you have. And of course, sometimes you face different hardships in your life, but for now, a moment here, allow gratitude to arise for your fortune, for our fortune to be alive, to be able to meditate, to be aware. Allow gratitude to arise for your senses, they are functioning. So you can appreciate the beauty of the world around you. Also start to bring in these thoughts. Be grateful, appreciating all the resources we have on a quite modest level, right? Food, shelter, safety, security, friends, family, education, a job. Right? Maybe we personally do not have all of this, but most of it. And if you think about it, that actually makes this life extremely fortunate, right? You have a quite healthy body, quite healthy mind. And we even have some insight, right? I mean, many people outside there, they just running after material needs and material satisfaction. But you are here, meditation is proof that you got some insight, that there's something more than the world around. Something more than only the material things that most of the people chasing after in their life. Now just sit with this moment, with this feeling that we are quite fortunate in this very moment. Of course, it can be really grateful that we have like this insight, this thoughts, a reason in our mind that we have exposed to ideas from our teachers, friends, who also put us into the direction to value further inner happiness, to contemplate further into the mystery and profoundness of our existence that goes beyond material accumulation. And also that you are not only have curiosity and interest, but you also made some effort, some pursuit to further engage in this knowledge, in this wisdom, right? Reading books, listening to podcasts, go on a inner adventure. I mean, just the way that you are sitting here right now proves that, wow, you really took action. So really now quietly, another moment here of gratitude. Also, that we have internet which function, all the technical equipment necessary to be able to do this meditation just in this moment, right? And allow this simple gratitude to embrace you, to almost envelop you for the basics of life we have. Basics that many of us can't take for granted. Because there's people living in severe poverty, maybe in war places in the world, or they are exposed to very extreme climates. Maybe they're suffering political or racial or gender oppression. If you're already a bit more Brahma practitioner, also think about those driven by animal instincts, right? Or those afflicted with competitive spotlight of extreme fame and success. Right now, in this moment, I have everything I need to be happy. Now I just need to make the effort to strive to live our day with mindfulness of the preciousness of our life. And if this still comes not that easy, this gratitude for what you already have, allow me here to guide you further into that contemplation. I mean, if we start contemplating on our connection to the universe, it's mind-blowing. I'm sitting here in the center of a universe, which is around 14 billion years old. There's 200 trillion of galaxies. 100 billion stars in our galaxy, the Milky Way. And stars that are out there, they are right now burning, dissolving, right? And they are sometimes even look similar, like the planet Earth we are habituated. And there are 100 millions of those. And even our own sun, according to modern investigation, only 4 billion years old, not only 40. And there is like around 3 billion years of life on Earth. Scientific magic of evolution transformed simple chemicals to cells, to worms, to fish, to snakes, to dinosaurs, to mammals, and to monkeys. And now, humanity just developed at the tip of history. emerged around 100,000 years ago. And then a thousands generation of humans were often struggling to survive, dying at birth from hunger, from violence, being constantly afraid. But now, here, we are born. And honestly, our world right now, if we look around, of course, there is wars, there's injustice happen, there is discomfort. We experience sometimes drawbacks. If we look from a broader view, from a bigger point of view, I am lucky enough to live in a world safer and more abundant than it has ever been for a human being. Right now, we live on the earth where there's theoretically enough food. We have so many developed already medicines to heal deadly diseases who were just deadly a few years ago or for a few decades ago. Science constantly improving, evolving, helping us to understand further and further. Teaching, precious Dharma teacher available. I mean, just a few decades back, no one from us would ever heard about Tibetan Buddhism. Taking all these points in consideration, I invite you now to contemplate on that a few more moments and allow appreciation, gratitude to arrive for the life you are having right now here in this moment. So consider that you have the time and space in your daily schedule. You are free from work. You do not have to fear your life in this very moment. To engage in something you are drawn to. You have the time and space created for meditation, insight, to work on yourself, which inspires you to go into the Dhammic path. A few more moments. Reflect in your own way on the preciousness of the human life you are experiencing in this very moment and all the freedoms you have in your actual life. And try to develop your own insight into this topic. Another 2-3 minutes. Make it your insight, your wisdom. Having now the appreciation in our heart, recognition of what we already have. From there, naturally, the question will arise like, what is a good way to spend this day? What is the best way to prepare my body and mind to live mindfully, meaningfully? Actually, nothing better what you are doing right now. Going inward, probing, investigating your own mind through meditation, self-awareness, cultivating true causes of happiness in the present moment through gratitude, appreciation, self-awareness. Rest with this thought. Another minute here. Your scientific connection to all of the universe, all of the history. My gratefulness for being alive. All the causes, conditions I have in my life to live. And we will gently bring this practice towards an end. But first of all, Let us do here appreciation, thought, gratitude, thought for self that we are here, that we did the practice. So you are further and further to inspire more to do so. And that we also take as a dedication today. We try from the bottom of our heart to take this awareness, this appreciation for our present life with us into our day-to-day life. So we can stop taking for granted what we already have. Instead of appreciating, applying gratitude to each and every moment in our life. Because in this very moment, there is nothing else that you need. Just presence, just awareness to be happy, content, and satisfied. As peace outside sparks from recognizing the peace within ourselves. Om Mani Padme Hum, wisdom and compassion deeply arise within us. From here, you can find any comfortable way to call yourself back into the moment. Open your eyes. Be here. Thank you so much for practicing with me, for being here with me. I wish you all a beautiful weekend filled with moments of appreciation, of gratitude, because this is that when we experience gratitude, when we become aware, we feel happy, we feel content, we feel at home, and most of all, we feel connected. And connection causes peace. In that world, peace outside starts from peace within. Thank you so much. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I'm going to keep the chat open a few more moments.